Start.
Hi everyone, so today we have come at a cherry blossom park in Harrogate, Leeds, and I'm trying to make this scene a line full of cherry blossom trees. So let's see how it goes. So first I'll be starting with top to bottom technique. So first I'll be just coloring the sky. So I'll use small strokes, sleeping lines, and I'm using a textured watercolor paper, so there will be some texture coming up in this picture. Okay, so no white space here is not possible because I'm using a textured paper, but that texture paper will give a nice look and feel to the picture. So this is, I'm coloring first the blue sky till 3/4 of the paper. Okay. Now,
What's okay? So, what's the technique?
technique is nothing. It's like simple coloring using 6 initial mantras, which is a small stroke, sleeping lines, no white space. And now I'm using white, and I'm just doing at places to give the look of, like, some clouds. So after I blend the sky with the white, I'll be using a gray, and now I'll be using small circles of gray to give it like a look of, clouds. So I'm doing small scribbles, round and round, small scribbles. So for the clouds, I'll be using 3 shades of gray and white to give it a cloudy feel. Okay, so this was like my darkest shade. Okay, now I'm using a different shade of gray just next to them, near and near.
Okay, so, is that black or gray?
It's dark gray, it's not black, it's dark gray. And now I'm using normal gray and I'm blending them. So see how nice look is coming, right? Now clouds are always connected, so I can even take this color going round and round to all of the clouds in the sky. So most of the time we see connected clouds, so with the light shade I'm connecting it. Please post your questions if you have any, and I will answer them personally. So it's very simple. Whenever you go out, you can carry your one book and you can carry your dry colors, and then you can color them. So now for the grass, I'll be using 3 shades of green. So I'm using this shade of green. Now I'm doing it a little slanting because I just want to show different elevation of land. So this, I'm not doing it sleeping, but I'm coloring it uniformly. Means if I'm using slanting lines, I'm coloring slanting lines throughout. So this is how I have colored the base coloring of the picture. Okay,
Will you draw any flowers, people, anything?
yeah, I'll draw everything, flowers, people. Now I'm using point press release technique because it's grassy and I want to give that feeling of grass. So I'm using small strokes of point press release and standing. I can go in different direction as well because grass can be different directions. So here you see I'm doing it a second layer with some color.
Just 2 layers.
Yeah, I did 2 layer, you are right. So I'm doing point press release, point press release, point press release, or I'm doing some zigzags as well. Now I'm gonna take another shade of green, which is a little dark, and then I will make like the first line like this. So it will be nice. Point press release grass.
Then we'll show you the result coming up later. Bye.
this. Don't close it. Okay, record it fully. Keep on recording. Now the real magic comes, the cherry blossom trees. So for cherry blossom tree, what I'll be doing is I'll be using this, and it's a trail. Okay, so first I'm making like the trunks. Okay, so I will just make, so the trunk which is nearest to me, I'll make it biggest. Okay, and then I'll make the other ones little smaller because I'm making it from this side, and slowly the trees are little far, so I'll make them small. Okay, some trees are like this. So this is like the first line of trees I'm making. Now I'm giving it a nice shading with
Like a
blending exactly with a gray, because I'm seeing a lot of gray on the trunk. So Hridaya, can you show all the audience like the trunk, like how it's the shade of brown and gray?
So do you see? All of the trees are the same colors. So we have done shades of gray and brown.
Yeah. Now I have taken light brown, and look, I'm doing different branches. So branches, I'm not doing it that carefully because later it will be covered with cherry blossoms. So I'm just doing it in a hurry, and now the real magic comes. So the technique which I'll be using for making cherry blossoms is, I'm taking all these color together. These are like the colors I can see in the cherry blossom trees, and I'm taking it together. I'm trying to hold them together.
And then trying to like.
Yeah, and then I'll be scribbling with it together. Okay, so let's see what effect it will get.
We'll see you later until they are done.
Yeah, you can show them how I'm doing because they would love to see how we are making it. So you can still keep on the camera on.
Yeah,
and they're
just gonna see the result later.
Okay, so you all see how nicely the effects are coming together. I need not to think, okay, which color to use, what to use, and the blending and the circling is coming so natural. It's a natural blend. Now after I do a little, I'll just change the placements of the color. I'll just swap the colors, and then I'll try more. Now the only thing which we have to take care is like we have to do it a little more pressure, because that will give nice effects.
Okay, so
So
now
I'm a
she is
grown-up.
done.
Look, I'm a grown-up, so I'm using 5 colors in one go, but you can use 2 color as well. So now I will be using just these 2 colors, okay, and then together I'll be giving them a lot of shading and nice effect. So they are fully loaded cherry blossoms. So I'm doing this, okay. Now there are a lot of people, and I want to capture some of the people. So I'll be not doing them in detail because right now I'm just doing a textured oil pastel drawing. I'm not doing a detailed one, but I would love to capture people. So how I'll capture people is like some figures strolling, some kids jumping, okay, and few people walking the trail. Okay, there are few dogs as well, so let's make one person who is making his dog walk. So I'm just using these non-detailed stick figures. Okay, so people are walking around, running around.
You can make stick figures.
Yes, I'm making a kind of stick figures. and then this is like the trail. Okay, now I'm doing a little bit using black to give it the highlight. Okay, and for the cherry blossoms tree, I'll be using a little bit of white to give it that. Now how can we leave the real daisies? So I'll be making daisies, look. So we cannot skip the lovely daisies in the springtime in our parks. Yeah, so see how quickly I have made a nice cherry blossom.